Welcome to the show where we talk about buying, selling, online selling, eBay, Mercari, Amazon, garage sales, estate sales.
Yes, it was on mute. Very sorry. So, good morning, everybody. Hold on. Good morning, everybody. 6/16, June 16th, 2022. Good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's doing okay today. Hopefully, you can hear me now. Just wanted to check some stuff, my eBays. So, Apple, iPhone, body glove, and a Godzilla piece. Okay, cool. Nice. I don't use that bulk label page. Never did, never will. So that's cool. Let's see what we have. Listings. Got a lot of watchers on a lot of people looking at some of them. This I've been selling a ton of. Good morning, Adam Record Crate. Good morning. Been selling a ton of these. I wish I could get more out faster. I guess just a matter of lowering the price. But I have the 15 count one at $18, free shipping, which brings it out to $1 a piece. And then I also have this one I raised from 5 pieces to 8 pieces. This one's been selling nuts. $5.85 and $2 shipping. So roughly $1 a piece shipped. But this one, I think I sent out 5 orders of this one the other day. So, and only 1 order of the 15. So yeah, the smaller packs are getting more orders of these. The only other thing for me to do, but the problem is it costs, well, depending on what part of the country you're in, $3 to $4 and change. Good morning, Jen. How are you today? If I could get the shipping down to $2, which never happened, never happened. But if I could just get a few of these in a padded envelope, and then I'm afraid that if I go in a padded envelope, it'll get squished and they'll pop open. The last time I shipped 5 pieces in a padded envelope, I used a piece of cardboard and I made a little box and I wrapped it in that and I put them in the padded envelope. And they got them fine. But the only other thing to do is just lower the price. Just lower the price. I could raise this to 10 pieces for $5.85 plus $2 shipping. That'll probably get more sold. I mean, I'd love to sell lots of 50 and 100. But if they're not, only 1 or 2 people a week are going for this 15 count, and 2 to 4 a day are going for the 8-piece count, it tells me that there's more people interested in a lesser amount than a larger amount. Hey, Jerry, what's happening? Try tapping the cap down so it doesn't open. I have done that because what I do, because they're dusty. Hey, hold on. Where am I? Jerry, if you want to come in for a few minutes and speak on this, there's the link. If anybody wants to come in, grab the link. I am topicless today. Rough night last night. Rough night sleeping. Sandy and I were up 3 o'clock, I think. I went on the computer for an hour. It was just a rough night. Rough night for both of us. But if anybody wants to come in, there's the link. Grab it while you can. Lambo Stacker. Wow, there's a name from the past. How are you, man? How's it going? Thanks for coming in. And thank you, everybody, for coming in, if I didn't say that already. Thank you, everybody, on the Facebook pages. Thank you. Speaking of shipping, what did you learn concerning the cost of shipping through Whatnot versus the cost if you were shipping yourself? I haven't talked to them about shipping through Whatnot. Hey, Jerry, how you doing?
Tired.
I hear you. Adam, I don't know where that's coming from. I didn't learn anything. I know today I'm going to schedule myself for a sale or make a couple of sales.
I think what he's talking about is I've heard some people are complaining about the shipping costs on Whatnot now.
Oh, everybody's
shifting all the shipping costs to the seller.
Yeah, everybody's complaining about that.
So Whatnot's not turning out to be so great anymore.
Yeah, very true. Hold on, Paul. I'm live right now. I'm alive. Hold on. Say something, Jerry.
No, I came in when you were saying that you were afraid that putting in those little bottles that they were going to pop open. So I'm like, well, instead of, wasting your time and all that tape on the cardboard, just tape down the cover, and that way when you put it in there, they shouldn't pop open.
True. But I mean,
still a lot of aggravation of worrying about, wrapping up the cardboard and taping that all up and everything. And they can still pop open if they squish it hard enough.
True. But what if it drops and another box falls on top of it and they just...
either way, I mean, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
True. What I've been doing is, because
but I think
they're all...
if you take that, I ain't got anything that looks like, but let's say this is it. You tape from here once around, and like...
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. Well, what I do is I just use my handy dandy wrapper
There you go. And then that's it. And then this way you don't have to worry about, cutting up cardboard and all that
Hey,
other
Dolly.
stuff. And then wrapping up the cardboard, and you're still going to be in the same predicament that if a heavy box falls on it, it's still
Yeah,
going to
that's
pop open
true.
no matter what.
That is very true.
But this way, it just saves you all that aggravation of, okay, now I got to get a piece of cardboard, I got to cut it up, wrap it all up, and you're like, for what you're charging for it and everything, it's just not worth it.
Right. That's the
This
other
is
thing.
why, in a sense, I've gotten
so
away from a lot of this is because it's, between the shipping costs and everything, it's just you're not making your money anymore. I mean,
right.
to me, I'm better off at the shows because, I mean, you're paying for a table spot, but you're getting rid of the stuff right then and there. It's like they come in and they buy this. Okay, off it goes. I don't worry about. There it goes. It's gone. I don't.
That's what when we did Comic-Con with John. How many pallets we bringing in? 13. Oh crap, that's a lot of stuff. How many are going home? 7. Oh
Yeah.
wow, you'd never know it, but space on the truck was really nice.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And it's like, as much as these are nice and everything for a quick hit and all that, I'm like, no, when you're dealing with all the other stuff, I mean, I'm just dealing with someone right now. They want a couple of posters, but they're like, why is shipping so high? I'm like, because they're charging a lot.
Yeah.
I said, don't get mad at me. You got to get mad at, them for charging, $15 for a poster tube.
True.
And then I went to go buy a poster from somebody else, and they want to charge me $30 for shipping.
Yeah. Hold on.
I gotta talk to them and say, no, it's $15 to ship that thing in a tube.
Right. Hold on. Adam, I have sold on Whatnot. I've done 4 or 5 sales on Whatnot already, but I haven't been on what they call the Discord page in a long time. I haven't asked a question that I needed a response for. Just that Victoria, I put a recommendation in for Victoria and she got approved like within a week, but she didn't get her link. So I tried to help her get the link. That's the only time I spoke to them. And, but I'll look because I did want to schedule a sale because I started going through these. These are all original Star Wars figures. And I'm thinking to myself, well, hey, if I put them on Whatnot, it'll be fast sale.
But you better start those things off fairly high. Because if you start them off low, you're going to be losing money big time.
True, but I mean, the ones that I have here so far, these are all between $20 and $40 figures. So not too bad. And then I don't have the weapons.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, not for not, I can guarantee you, I've seen those at the shows lately. Those are going for $50 to $60 a figure.
Yeah, I know. And I got two of these cases full.
And that's the thing. And like I said, Whatnot is fine and all that. But as far as I'm concerned, you're losing money there. I've seen people lose too much on the few times I've gone there.
Excuse me, Jerry. Yes, Adam, I did. I sold one auction, 30 items. My last auction was only, I think, 3 items. I think Jerry was in there. But that's only because the majority of what I was selling is movie posters.
Well, you were trying to sell them.
Right. Now, I was on at 3 o'clock this morning looking, and they still don't have a category for movie posters. Movie memorabilia, but no posters.
See, and that's, like I said, there's still lacking in a lot of stuff, and they've been around now for over a year. And I'd be looking at them and I'd be like, excuse me, what's wrong with you people? Are you really this stupid that you can't fix these simple problems? I mean, I just went, I had to go to AT&T because on my phone, I couldn't get voicemails.
Oh, wow.
Like when you go here and you go to the phone, there's, and you go to keypad. Come on, go to keypad, you stupid thing. Where the little recorder there, I used to open that up to get my voicemail. It wouldn't open. They said, oh, well, you got to set up a thing with your password. I said, Why do I got to take 4 steps to do 1 step? I
Yeah.
said, that's stupid. They couldn't figure it out at their store. I had to come back home, call up the company, chew them out and everything. I spent almost an hour and a half with them trying to figure it out, and they had to reinstall the damn thing onto the phone. Because I said,
Oh, wow.
who's the moron who came up with this that I got to go 4 steps
True.
instead of 1? And the woman's like, well, this is what I do. I said, well, you're stupid then.
Hold on. JRKR, with collectibles, you can reach such a larger audience of buyers than at a show. I don't think that's true, JR, because the shows we're talking about, all the buyers are collectors.
Yeah.
And that's why they're going.
You're going to get the people that are there for your stuff. Whereas at Whatnot, eBay, whatever, it's the casual person who just happens to come on. Yeah, you're going to be able to hit a larger audience with like eBay and all that because you can sell something to Japan who's not going to show up at a show. But you're not really going to get your money because they're going to want a discount and everything, and you're going to lose money. Plus, when you're paying all the fees, you're losing money.
Wait a minute. I never got the chance to give my wife the Jack Skellington and Sally portraits I got from Jerry.
Why not?
But then Dolly's comment was she received them in heaven, I'm sure.
Oh, sorry to hear.
She passed away, Lambo. I'm sorry. Maybe that's why we haven't seen you in a while. And Record Crate, did you see what the buyer paid for shipping? Yes, because when you, like I did sales at night, so the next morning I woke up and I packed everything. If I put in, they have selected categories for shipping, like a pop. And it would be, under a pound. And then the next thing would be a pound to a pound and a half and blah. So you choose that, what you think it's going to be. But if somebody bought 2-3 items and you packed it all in a box, before you put the label on, before you purchase the label from Whatnot, I put in like, well, it's a pound and a half, an 8x8x8 box. And then I hit confirm. Then it gives me the label for that. My question always is Whatnot overcharging the customer for shipping? And if we adjust it down or whatever to reality, has the buyer already paid the higher price for shipping?
Yeah. I bet you that's what's happening. And that's how Whatnot's making their money.
So, Lambo, if that happened, man, I am very, very sorry. I'm sorry for your loss.
My condolences.
Yeah, very sorry for your loss.
But like I said, this is why a lot of these sites now, they're just getting out of hand because it's just getting ridiculous on what they're doing and everything. And this is why I'm happy that I've gone back to the shows and it's worked out a lot better. And like I said, actually, and now
I never once got refunded shipping charges. All I bought is cards, so I know it's higher. Okay. How you doing, Paul? Sports guy. Go. Thank you for coming in. I can tell you one thing that I don't think I told anybody but Dolly, because I called Dolly on this. I think I told you all. Thanks happened 4/16, taking on one day at a time. Well, that's all you can do, man. That's all you can do, one day at a time. I'm very sorry for your loss. I personally don't do loss well at all. I've had too much in my lifetime. That's why I don't care if it's a 5-ounce package, if it shows priority, because the amount of lots I bought, I leave it as priority. Okay. What I was saying is I was going to do my own high bid auction. And I was concerned. Everything I go into, everything I do, I kind of overanalyze. No,
you're just being cautious, and it's like I tell people at the show when they say, "Well, that's okay," that you brought your stuff here, and I said, "No." I says, "I'm here to sell my stuff." I says, if I want you to come look at my stuff, come to the house. This way
Right.
I'm not paying for a van and tables and wasting my time. Come to the house. No. Come here, buy my stuff.
Yeah.
So you're looking out for you, which is what you're supposed to do.
True.
And you want to make sure that you make money. You're not going on there to lose money.
Right. Well, that's what I did. I had, I had my contact there now to speak to. I got all the fees down. You pay for one auction, you pay a maximum of $75 for the bids, which means every time somebody registers to bid on high bid for the very first time, they charge you $1. The positive thing about that is at the end of an auction, you're charged by high bid. Excuse me. So then it's two programs, Auction Flex and High Bid, and they're together. So for High Bid, it's $65 a month for this service. So I've bought in from High Bid a lot in the past. Seattle, California, Illinois from Second Cent, or Ohio from Second Cent, and New York. And so when you start buying, you start getting emails. Like my friend, the auctioneer, he runs high bid auctions, but as pre-bids, for his live auction. So I bid on stuff. And so I get an email. I get the Seattle high bid. I get the Florida high bid. I get the Washington high bid. And it shows you what auctions are there. I asked my friend, I says, how come your auctions are never in the Florida high bid email? I said, there's a lot of them. He says, I have no idea. So I called the guy that has been helping me with high bid. I says, so if I do this, am I going to be in that Florida high bid email? And they said, you have to pay for that. I said, wait a minute, I'm using your platform and now I got to pay for that too? So how much is that? $195. Okay. I said, so what else? I said, I'm going to be a new seller. If somebody goes on high bid and they don't type in Star Wars, Marvel comic, loose action figure, if they don't type in one of the key words, they're not going to come across my auction. He says, well, true. He says, but a lot of Florida auctions get a lot of attention. That's what they have to say, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He says, you can advertise.
Play it up just so that way you pay that extra fee for something you really don't need.
Right. He says there's two sites we use for advertising more. We have a Facebook page and we have another page, high bid, something, whatever he called it. He says those get a lot of attention. I said, all right, how much is it to advertise on those? $9.95. $9.95? No, $995. I said, damn, man. I says, I'm going in as a deficit already. Just haven't even sold one item and I'm in the red. I said, I can't do it. I can't justify it. I said, right now I could do 150, 200 items. I says, but then I don't do storage units. Most of the people I know on high bid, they have 150 to 250 items every other week. I said, I can't do that. I'm not buying storage units. I don't have a constant flow of 200 items I can put up every 2 weeks. He said, then cancel and wait until you get 150 to 200 items and then do it again. So
I could do it because, just on the posters alone, I could do it.
Yeah.
And then I could do it on my magazines. But like you said, you're hoping that someone is going to type in movie poster, magazine, Star Wars, whatever, to find you, so that way you don't pay that expensive fee.
Right. Yeah, it's true. Very true, Dolly. And I'm sorry for going off on your post yesterday, but you kind of hit a nerve in me about the real estate thing, and especially about that agent. Dolly sold a house and it didn't close. And it's like, what? Wait a minute. So I went a little off on that. But anytime any of you want to run real estate stuff by me, let me know.
See,
Because a
this
lot
is
of
why,
stuff,
like I said, more and more, it's what forced me to go back to doing the conventions, because it's done, it's over. I get rid of the stuff, and they say,
hey man,
well,
I'm thinking about it too.
you
I
know,
am thinking about it.
and I'm like, nope, it's just not worth it, And I mean, I've popped into a few the last few weeks of auctions going on, and I'm like looking at, and not for not, some of these people, all they're making is $5, $10 on an item. And
Right.
I'm like, how are you making money? I don't care if you sell 100 items at $5. By the time you deduct all your time, you're not making any money. It's not worth it. You know, I mean, I'm like, I can't be doing that with my stuff. I mean, I could see, like, with, DVDs that are run of the mill DVDs. Yeah, you can put them up and say, okay, $1 and $2. Who
Right.
cares? But when you say I've got, a $400 poster, I'm not going to be coming on here to say, yeah, give me $100 for it, and that's all I get. That's too much of a loss. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
I
right.
mean,
That's
unless
definitely
if I
right.
got the poster for free or something, then it goes back to like what I've always said. Okay, I paid a quarter for this. I made $5. Yeah, I made money. Yeah, it's supposed to go for 25, but I only sold it for 5, but I
Right.
still made money. So that's different when they say, "Oh, you should get this." Yeah, should and would are two different things.
Yep.
And you can't,
So
and especially
when's the
now with
next show
the
you're doing?
economy going the way it's going.
Oh yeah.
They were just saying on the news the other day, they're saying that probably within the next couple of weeks, we're going to go to recession mode, and that's it.
Yep.
And everything that, when you say, like, let's say, like, this specialty card is $100. Well, guess what? In 2 weeks, when they say recession, this specialty card is now $10. You
Yeah.
know, you're not going to get a fortune for it anymore.
Right.
And all that's going to be that if you have the money to pick up these things and are able to sit and wait on them, then you can get a gold mine once you get through the recession.
It's
And
very
that's
true.
what I'm banking
I called my credit union Monday because I bought a truck over the weekend, and there was $2,000 difference that I had to finance, and I said, "Well, I want to put it with my credit union." And they said, "Well, you'd have to come here with a check to do that." I says, "All right, who are you going to put it with?" They put it with Capital One, and I said, "What's the rate?" And it was 5.6 or 5.9. Excuse me. So I called my credit union on Monday and I said, "What happened?" And she says, "Oh my God." I said, "So what will it be for me to do it there?" She said, "How long you want it for?" I says, "I don't care for a couple of months. I just want it for the lowest amount of time." And she says, "We could get you down to 2.6 or 2.4. I says, "Damn, excellent." She's just got to give them a little time to get it on their books, and we'll take it off and do all that stuff. And I said, "By the way, you have a mortgage department. Can you transfer me?" So I spoke to the mortgage department. I said, "So somebody, I don't want you to pull my credit." I said, "Somebody 850 credit score. What's the current rate?" And she says, "As of today, right now, it's 6%. She says, "You do know it's going up later in the week, and it just went up yesterday. So now it's 6.6, I think, this morning." So I says, "Damn." She says, "Yep." I said, "So what do you think?" I says, "I'm hearing it might be 8% by the winter." She says, "That's what everybody's talking about." When it went from 4 to 5%, it took like 20% of the buyers out of the market. Now we're up to over 6%. It took out even more buyers out of the market. I'm getting listings from realtor.com that we looked at when we were up there 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. And now they're down 10,000, 20,000. One was down $51,000. I couldn't believe it. And so now everybody's saying, well, just wait until next year. It should drop like 20% across the board.
Yeah.
That would be sweet. But Florida is still a hotbed. People are still going to Florida, buying in Florida.
They're trying. There's a lot of houses that I see them when I do drive around, that they have signs up saying, for sale, and they've been up for like the last few months. Nobody's touching them. It's too high.
Well, the thing, when it went up from 4 to 5%, a typical $300,000 mortgage, that's an extra $1,000 on your payment.
Yeah.
Now it's 6%. That's an extra $2,000. I mean, what's at 8%? Forget it. People aren't going to be able to afford it anymore.
And that's the thing. And and they're complaining about even the rents are sky high and everything.
Yep.
So you're damned if you're trying to get an apartment, and you're damned if you're trying to get a house.
Right.
So this is, like I said, going back to the collectible stuff. If you can afford to wait it out, and the minute when they say that magical word recession, everything's going to drop down, and you can stop buying some of these things that if you can sit on them later on, when the market bounces back, you're going to have a gold mine sitting in your pocket.
Right. I have a couple of action figures. They're wrestling figures one's Eddie Guerrero, who passed away, and the other one's Macho Man, who passed away. And I'm at the $50 range with both of them, and I'm very low compared to the other sellers. Actually, a couple of sellers emailed me saying, "Why are you selling this so cheap? What's wrong with it?" And I said, "Nothing."
They just want to get rid of it.
Yeah, but I ended up raising the price on both of them because they're rare. They're hard to get. Everybody else is like $75, $85. And I says, well, I'm not just going to dump it. Let's see. Up here, it's hard to find any houses for sale. They don't last long. You'd figure a steal. They'd be getting houses they jump on and secure the house. True. Hey, Squirrels Magnet Fishing. Good morning. Good morning. I met you the other night in Steven's channel. Always wanted to try that magnet fishing. Can you imagine doing that? And remember the Harbor House in Lynn, Jerry?
Yeah.
Going from Revere Beach over the bridge and the Harbor House was on the right.
Yeah.
Can you imagine doing magnet fishing over that bridge? What you'd find?
A body.
Probably. What's really funny is that people have just gotten used to the really low rates. When we bought our house, I think the rate was 8%. People should also not go close their limit of borrowing. Yeah. Now let's hope people don't get used to $5 a gallon gas.
When we bought this house, I think our rate is 2.5.
Yeah.
So we're like, that's good.
Yep. Yeah, my son refinanced his at the right time. He's like 2 point something now too.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing some magnet and metal detecting this summer with another local YouTuber. Yeah, I saw a couple of people do magnet fishing. One was Atlantic City. I thought that might be interesting. You got to get guns and stuff like that out of there. But on the other hand, one of them, he had one of those big, heavy magnets, and it was him and either his wife or his son. He throws it out, and he says, "Oh my God, it's stuck." I think they had to wrap the rope around he had a Jeep, wrap it around the bumper and pull it out. It was now here I still call them carriages. Some people call them buggies. It was a typical Walmart go shopping carriage filled with all kinds, like there was a tire stuck to it and stuff. He pulled up all the crap, and it wasn't one good thing in it. It was all just crap. But they don't throw it back. They leave it on the side, he said, and then the trash people come by and take it. They pick it up, which is nice because he's helping. I mean, you need 1,000 people doing that in Boston Harbor.
More like 5,000 people.
Yeah. But it was interesting. Once they learn people will pay $5 for gas and not change habits, then things will stay. Let's not hope that.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. And, you know, it's cut down on me going around just to look for stuff because you can't afford to waste your time and say, yeah, I'm going to save $3 on this toy because, you know, I went and found it, you know, 3 towns over.
Yeah.
No, because now what you're paying for gas, forget it. You know, it's ridiculous.
Magnet fishing is a fun hobby to get into. It helps clean. Yeah, it does. Hey, Craig, land shark picker. Thanks for coming in. Thank you.
And hi to
Thanks everybody for coming in. I really appreciate it. I am trying to regrow the channel again. Thank you everybody on Facebook for watching and all you people on Twitch. Hey, how's it going?
I'm just doing this because I got to get ready. I've got a studio meeting in a little while, so.
Nice. Jules, how are you, Jules?
I mean, and that's the other thing too. That's, you know, that's been keeping me busy is just the movie stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
when's the next show you're doing?
August.
Where are you finding this on comicconventions.com or .org?
No, they're finding me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I was just at Tampa Screams for Sunday because I was with Brink for the day.
Yep. Did you tell her I said hi? Did you tell her I said hi?
I told her all my friends said hi.
Oh.
She was bored. She was happy I was there. But there was a guy there from South Carolina, and he took my card and everything because he wants us to go up there to go do a show.
Yeah, there is one coming up. What's it called? It's a big they give the impression it's a big show. I just saw it. It's in a couple of weeks, right?
No, this is he says it's later on this year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there is one coming up there. I forget what the name of it is. Collectathon or something like that.
No, I think it's supposed to be a horror show, but he heard us talking about posters and stuff like that. And he says, "Oh, you got posters?" I says, "I got over 9,000 of them." You know, so he said, "Oh, we'd love to have you at the show." And I was like, "What show?" And he said, "South Carolina." And I'm like, but yeah, I keep getting emails. They want me to come up to different shows now. And
nice.
So between that and also now the new thing is I keep getting sent invites for seeing movies ahead of time. Like we could have saw Lightyear, I think it was either yesterday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
We could have already seen it. Just like we saw Jurassic Park, Dominion.
Oh my God, that sucked so bad.
And Top Gun Maverick we saw.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. Did you see Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, it wrapped up everything. And I mean, it was stupid that they focused mainly on the grasshoppers, but.
Yeah, I and then the Tom Cruise one, Sandy ended up watching. I walked away and I said, I can't watch this anymore.
And but it's nice now that, you know, I'm getting all these little perks. And then, like I said, I got sent this invite this was 2 weeks ago to talk with the studios. And that's later on today that I got to do.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
You know, so I'm like, you know, it's like, no, I got, you know, it's nothing against you guys, but it's like, I'm trying to focus on this. So I'm moving that way. You know, because like I said, I'm getting too old to lug these things around to shows and everything. And it's like, nope. I mean, once the thing hits that we can sell either a script or get into a movie that we can get a big payback from the movie, I'm done with doing shows. I'll liquidate everything, and I don't care.
Yeah,
I'll be like, nope, it's gone, and I'm not going to worry about it because I'm making all my money here, just sitting here and saying, okay, yeah, I'll finance this movie, you know, for 10 grand, or I'm going to get back 40, 50 grand.
Right.
That's no problem. I'll do
So,
that.
hold on. JR says, I love how a certain person is saying how wages have gone up. Who's saying that? They're not going up here.
No,
Well,
not
they
here.
have to, and don't even keep up with rising price. Oh, don't get Sandy started on that one. The
Don't get a lot
government
of people
hasn't
started
given,
on that.
yeah, the government hasn't given out raises in a long time. Jules, sorry I fell asleep last night. Starting Friday and Saturday. Oh yes, Stevens flea market is in the path of the 400-mile yard sale in Carolinas, I think it is. So he's going to be excited to get business out of that. Plus, his ad is rocking. No problem. I'll send the pics later, Jen. Okay. I don't know what that's all about. Sounds good. Hope it went well. Why did people say giraffe? I said it. Just me.
I liked it, Jules. I thought it
I
was fine. It wrapped up everything.
yeah, I
They
won't even
shouldn't
try
have.
to watch it again.
They
I
shouldn't have
did watch.
focused so much on the grasshoppers, but
Yeah, I did watch Strange again last night, or tried to have fell asleep. My condo, 900 square feet, I can rent for 1,800. Yes, it's crazy prices here in South Florida. I'm in the burbs. I know, Jules. My house is like $3,000 now rent, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe instead of selling it, we should rent it for a year. But then we got to worry about, well, are they going to break something? Are they, you know?
yep. Are they going to destroy it?
Yeah.
Whatever.
How did you not like Maverick? Easy. Close my eyes. I couldn't get into it. I consider that a chick flick. I just couldn't get into it. B person. Maverick was great. See, she's a chick. So a chick flick.
No, like I said, it was fine. I mean, I
Wow.
wasn't crazy about the first one, and this one was like, it was nice that it wrapped up everything, so they don't
Yeah.
have to do another one, which they probably won't since they're getting sued big time over it. So
Right. I just want to see Chris Pratt. See, chick flick.
no, she's talking about Jurassic Park. That's not a chick
Oh,
flick.
yeah, yeah. Neither Strange movie has been great. Just adds, yeah, sports guy Paul. Paul, just enjoy. Paul, just enjoy, not analyze. I didn't want to analyze, but I just couldn't stick with it. How can you not like Top Gun? It was easy. I just didn't like it.
If you're not into planes and everything, you're not really gonna like Top Gun.
Yeah. Um, how can the Marvel Universe say that the Scarlet Witch is the strongest
Person.
superhero? All right. I think they said that before. They said Captain Marvel was the strongest. But then she needed Chavez's power to be stronger, to do something. So I didn't understand that. That's why I wanted to try to watch it again last night. And if you watch all these behind the scenes, like what they show, the little, what do they call them? Things that you missed in the movie.
Oh, the outtakes.
No. There's, what are they
Oh, the
called?
Easter eggs.
Easter eggs. Yeah. Did you see this? Did you see that? On this desk was that, and in the window was this, and it's like, oh damn. So
Well,
I'm lucky to
like
just
with the
watch
new
it, put it on
Thor
pause.
movie, they're
Huh?
saying that's going to be the shortest one ever out of the Marvel universe, and I don't see how it's really going to tie anything in except for making Thor from fat to skinny.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it already just looks goofy, but I mean, we'll go see it just to go see it. But
Which one?
other than that, that was
Oh,
the other thing
Thor.
that we got sent advance tickets for was for Thor.
Yeah. It'll be on tomorrow. Though Scarlet had similar energy as one of the stone. Oh, okay. One real one, always sweet like. Thanks for coming in. Good morning. Because it's nice to look. Oh, What? But I heard he's all right.
Cruz is nice to look at, but
Oh, I heard that too, though. What I thought was a good movie was the one with Mark Wahlberg and Spider-Man.
Uncharted.
Uncharted. I thought that was decent.
We saw that. It was like, eh.
Yeah, I did think that was pretty good. Yeah, Thor was just under 2 hours. And then the one with Liam Neeson, where he's got to keep taking his pills because he has short-term memory, and then he loses the pills in a fight. So that wasn't too bad. Yes, Dolly does have a house for sale. She's in Ohio. Thank you. Yes, everybody, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I am trying to grow the channel back to where I was 2-3 years ago before I was so rudely interrupted. My son thought Uncharted was bad. Okay. I didn't realize, what's his name that plays Spider-Man?
It's not Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, I forget. I didn't know, like Tom Cruise, he does a lot of his own stunts. I mean, he's young, so.
Wait till he breaks a few bones, then he'll stop.
Right. Can you email a listing if there is one? Oh, Dolly, yeah, if you have it listed, can you email it? Tom Hall. That's it. Yeah.
But since we got off topic.
Yep. So the next show you're doing is August?
Yeah, that's Phantasm.
Phantasm.
Yeah.
And where is that?
And that's here in Orlando.
Okay. But all right, JR, thank you for coming in.
Like I said, and I was telling this to Brink too, because she asked why I didn't do the Tampa
I didn't know that, Paul. What was that?
I said we didn't do Tampa screens for several reasons, but one of them, the main reason, I says now in the last 5 years, we're at the point where we do shows because we want to do that show, not because we have to, because we need, like the old days when you needed the money to help you, pay your rent, pay your bills and all that. Now we're at the point where it's like, no, we do the show because, we feel like doing the show.
Right. Well, as long as you can make money.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're going to hopefully pick a show that you're going to make money at, and some of them, when it's the first time doing it, like when I did that record show that was here.
Yeah.
I mean, it cost me $100 for the table. I piled everything into the car and I walked out with over $1,400. It's like, nice. There you go. So it's like, I don't understand do the show again, I'll do it again.
Yeah. I don't understand what he's saying here. 100%
You got to get out of Texas.
Oh, got to get out of Texas. Okay. Yeah, I don't blame you.
F out.
Okay. Lambo, there's no listing at the moment. I have difficult time finding a realtor. Dolly, if you want me to help you find a realtor, or as some people say, a realtor to help you, but in today's market, man, I would just do it myself. Like Jules, the guy next door to me.
Texas is not good.
Huh?
I'm talking to Jules. She's asking. She says, "I thought Texas was good. I've lived in Texas. I even told my brother-in-law because I was fishing out of Texas. I said, if I die in Texas, put me on the boat and bring me to international waters and say that's where I died. I don't want to have it said that I died in Texas. Texas sucks."
But Dolly, in today's market, I mean, there are places you can list on MLS. That's your biggest thing. You got to list it or get a property listed on MLS. There are places you could do it for as low as I think $50 to as much as $300. But you just have to make sure you take a deposit and a sales contract. And then if they don't show up at closing, they forfeit their deposit. And if it's something like you got a lot more money than you anticipated, you can force the sale you can force them to finish the contract as written, because that's a sale for a house is a legally binding contract. That's what I was getting to. Paul, I'm going to email you later. I had another package sent back to me for incorrect shipping. Want your opinion? Okay, yeah, just let me know. I think Cruz is late 50s, almost like 60. Lambo, I thought Texas was good. Texas is just too hot. I can't stand. Oh my God, you should be here today. Yep, I learned that, Paul. Yep. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Dolly. But I mean, I still have contacts, that people you meet at convention, the realtor conventions and stuff like that. And maybe what you want to do is you want to call like one of the biggest offices in your area, and they're going to have typically just somebody answer the phone, say, who's your newest agent there? And you say, why would you use the newest agent? Because they're the most hungry. Say, listen, I'm going to throw you a bone. I want to get my house sold. And what can you do? How can you help me? That's one thing, and you don't have to pay the typical. You can always negotiate. Everything is negotiable. Everything. And tell them you want to sell it as is. You don't want to deal with repairs or anything like that. As is, where is. If you have to, you call HWA, Home Warranty of America, for $500, I think it is. Add a 1-year home warranty for the buyer, and they'll love it, because it'll protect everything for 1 year. Heck no, Florida is the only place I've been that is worse than Texas. No, probably. And that's how they treated me. Wow. So wrong. So wrong, Dolly. Wow. Yeah, it shouldn't be the way that way, Dolly. It should not be that way. So what else? We got a few minutes left. What else, everybody? Questions? Concerns?
None for me.
Lambo, you might want to check too, is, the reason we're going to New Hampshire is because, like Florida, and I think there's only one other state, not Michigan, it's in the Midwest, no state income tax. So when you look up, when you do a search, Sandy and I couldn't believe this, and alligators, yeah, oh yeah. When you do
I
a
don't
search,
have no alligators.
No, there's one in the pond behind us. We used to be able to shoot and eat gators. Yeah, it tastes like chicken. No, it doesn't. Actually, we had gator meat. It's like a cross between chicken and scallops. That's the way I can. I don't think so, Lambo. State tax. This is income tax. We did a search for best places in the United States to retire, or the best place on the East Coast of the United States to retire, and Manchester, New Hampshire came up as number 1. And we couldn't believe that. But still, no state income tax is a plus. That's true, Jules. You do get a breeze off the ocean and stuff. Yeah, no, none in Florida, Jules.
No, New Hampshire is not perfect weather-wise. Not when you get hit with all that snow.
True. When
you get buried under 6 feet of snow, you'll be like, this sucks.
Yep. When we were up there last month, when we first got there, it was only in the 40s, and it was cold for us. And then the day we left to go home, they said, oh, it's going to be 70s today. Great. Why did you freaking wait? Why couldn't you do it a week ago? So we got there, I think, on a Saturday. I think it was a Saturday or a Friday. And I brought stuff up to do the flea market in New Hampshire. And so Sandy and I are there at 6:30 in the morning, having coffee, freezing, setting up the flea market. But it was fun. Made a few bucks. Made lunch money, I think we made, which wasn't too bad. I've only been there once, Lambo. Only once. I hear it is nice, though. But there again, the snow there would be pretty good. And another place that's been coming up on my radar, because, I put a big wide search out, but Maine is not terribly expensive. But there again, it's so close to New Hampshire that I'd rather stay in New Hampshire for the no state income tax. Back, I think San Diego would be perfect place weather. Yes, San Diego
way too expensive in San Diego.
Huh?
It's way too expensive in San Diego.
It is San Diego, but it's beautiful. But I say that as a tourist. We've only been there a couple of weeks at a time to do Comic-Con or whatever. And then you talk to people that live there and say, well, we have issues just like everybody. It says, what issues could you have? Well, we could walk to the border of Mexico from here. Does that give you an inkling? And okay, yeah, now I understand. I was in real estate still. I was still active in real estate last time we went. So it was 8-9 years ago. So I spoke to a couple of real estate offices and I says, how much is the condo there? And, oh, it's $400,000. And then if you want parking, it's another, was it $20,000 a year for a parking space? So I was like, damn. But the web, they said, you take the tours and the people say, hello, Bethel. No state. Are you sure? Because
if she lives there, I think she would know.
Yeah, when you do the check on Google, it only came up with I think 3 states. When you do the tours, the touristy things in San Diego, they say, oh, we get 1 inch of rain a year here in San Diego. We could get 1 inch of rain here in 30 minutes. And that's like in this time of year, it's every single day. Yeah, definitely not California. The Gap, the Smokies to it, Dollywood. Oh, wow. Yeah, Jules, I can't tell you how many people come to Florida from New England. They come to Florida, they stay a year or so, and then they move back to Tennessee, Kentucky, the Carolinas.
Georgia.
No, not Georgia. Because they missed their seasons. So we end up calling them halfbacks because they only go halfway back. But Sandy and I drove around one of the Carolinas last year and looked, and it is very nice. You could still get a good home for your money. Maybe like Tennessee or Kentucky would be good, milder than Wisconsin. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Unless they recently changed it, they didn't used to. I don't live there. That's individual and corporate income tax. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
See, the thing is, though, with a lot of those states that you just mentioned, if you're watching the weather, they're getting hit with all that wonderful weather.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
Getting hit with hurricanes, floods, and everything. And I'm like, no, stay up there. I like it down here where it's nice and quiet.
Right. Exactly, Jules. Same way here. Like I was on the computer here yesterday, and all of a sudden, this was like 4:00, I think. And all of a sudden it got dark like it was 7:00 at night. And the thunder and lightning came in, and Maddie's running right between my legs over here. And we probably got 2 inches of rain in a few minutes.
See, we haven't had any rain here. They keep saying rain, but all we get is like some thunder and lightning, and then that's it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it poured like crazy yesterday, just for like a half hour.
No, the last time that it rained was Monday, and it was like for 5 minutes, and it
Wow.
wasn't even a heavy rain, and it was like, okay.
Wow. Oh, so if that's it, everyone, I'm going to end it here. If there's nothing else, no other questions or anything, I'll be back. Don't forget the show now. Whoops, why did that happen? The show is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9:30 in the morning. Put down 5 tiles each 15 minutes. Wow. Yeah, well, a lot of the rains have been coming right out of the coast. And then the Gulf has been getting racked lately with all that stuff. But we're in the middle.
Yeah.
They say what? They say 80 minutes either way. We could be in the ocean or the Gulf. But I'll stay in the middle. I'm on EA Wednesday night, 9 p.m. on Rachel's channel. All right. Yeah. If anybody wants to put in their links, you can do so. If you got anything happening. I know Dolly's been doing a lot of coinage, a lot of coin shows. So if anybody would like to put in their links of what they got going on, I miss Orlando. I don't. I have to admit, the new i4 is very nice. They did a good job on that.
They're
Probably
still
be
not
outdated.
finished with it.
Well, I think most of it is. But I think it'll be outdated in a year. I didn't take the high price, middle part there, whatever, the Express, but it is nice. I'm usually only on YouTube at nights on the weekends. Okay. Well, thank you for coming in and being a part of the show this morning. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody coming in. Don't forget, if you could like, share, subscribe. At the end of the video, put in a comment.
I'll put in a comment, all right.
Yeah. Give me some idea on show topics you'd like to talk about. I'm going to start having a show Saturday late around 10. Yeah, that's late. I was in bed by 10 already last night. Jules, I actually met.
I can't go to bed that early unless if I'm, really getting up like 2 in the morning or something. But if not, it's like 12 o'clock. I'm in bed.
Yeah, I don't do that. Dollars, yes, I've been doing a lot of gold and silver coins. Yeah, she gets these nice coins. She teases me with them. Paulie, guess what I got? What? I got this. I said, all right, I'll give you $5 for it. No. Thank you. I've been trying to catch this show. Thank you, guys. Your channel has some name as someone else, and I keep seeing the wrong notifications. Wow. All right. Well, if you're looking for things in particular, like yesterday we went over some different stuff. I try to change it up all the time. Try to do some things about sourcing and different topics. And I know people don't like to talk about reselling all the time. So I'm trying to make it a generalization as a talk show type thing. But I will open up sites and go through them. Like yesterday was, you want to take your business to the next level. Well, you can't do it by yourself. So where can you hire a virtual assistant? And I went through sites to do that. So I like to give help to people to build their business.
Put money in their pocket.
Yep. But that's about it, everybody. I appreciate everybody. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day and a great weekend. And with that, thanks for coming in, Jerry.
No problem.
And I'll talk to everybody later.